Tara here in the craft cabin. How was your weekend? Sorry I wasn't around yesterday. I took the day off, my first day off in about 3 weeks, so it was lovely. So I spent all the day in my jammies, and I have to say I did eat one of these. I ate an Easter egg. I'm so sorry. I know I shouldn't before Easter, but my mistake was having them in the house, and when you have them in the house it's hard to refuse them. But anyway, welcome back, and just to say what I'm going to do, just because I am busy in the shop at the minute, is that I'm going to do crafts from Monday to Friday. So 12 o'clock Monday to Friday I'll be crafting, because yeah, I just want some time off as well, and just to catch up as well. But yeah, but we're still going to be crafting every day, weekday at 12 o'clock, so do check in. And if there's any friends that you want to get involved in it as well, or you think would like to craft as well, do let them know. So hello, we do have some people watching. Hi guys. I know a lot of people watch on the repeat as well, so even if you don't watch live, no worries, you are welcome anyway. So I thought, so we're really well on at our village. Like we have, it's nearly all full up. Our village is nearly all done. If you go on to, if you're on the Facebook page, you can scroll down and you can see how it's coming along. I'll put updates and pictures as we go along. But I thought, because it is Easter week and we are going to be celebrating Easter at the end of the week, that we do some Easter crafts. So some of them we might be able to put onto our village, but some of them we'll just do anyway. Tomorrow I want to do a wreath that you can put on your door, your front door or on your bedroom door, either. Hi Karen, how are you? Karen is watching. So yeah, so we could we'll do that, and just lots of other different crafts as well. But today, because a lot of the crafts I was doing I had planned for our Easter camp. We do a Easter camp every year, and it's for, you know, for kids, you know, during the Easter holidays. So I had loads of fabulous crafts that I really was looking forward to doing, so at least I get to do them. But anyway, this is the little craft that we are doing today. This is a little chicken with his little chicks, or her little chicks in here. I don't know if you can see. Oh, this one's fallen down. I think this one's gone to sleep. So just a little, so she has a little basket. Hello. Karen is in. Hey Tara, keep up the great work. Thank you. So this is what we're going to be making. So he's a little, or she has, or whoever has a little basket at the front, the little piece on him, and legs as well. So the legs are attached just with some yarn. So we're going to make this today. So this is one of lots of Easter crafts that we'll do. And again, all the crafts, I'm trying to keep them simple, that they're all just things that you have at home. So this one is very simple. It is just paper. I have put some grassy stuff in it, but that's, you know, that's not essential for it. This really is just all paper, so it's going to be very, very easy to do. So anyway, let's get cracking on it, okay? So going to flick this down now, so you see me. You can see our little boyo. So to start this one off, I'm going to pop him. I'll just be able to see everything. So I'm going to pop him to one side. Now this one I did on white paper to start with, but you could do it on any kind of paper that you want. So if you have coloured paper at home, you could do that. I thought I would do it on some yellow paper. So all I need to start with is a triangle. So I'm going to cut this into a triangle, and the easiest way to do that is just at one end of it, fold it in half and just pinch the corner. So now you know where the middle point is. So I'm going to cut from the one corner up to the middle point, and from one corner up to the middle point, okay? So it's nice and simple. So you see, this is a scrap piece of paper. I'm always saying about keeping your scrap pieces of paper. They come in handy. So I'm going to cut up to the center, and again, don't worry if it's not perfect. Ah. So I have my main shape, okay? I'm going to cut out all my little bits first. So I have like his wings to do, his little tuft and his legs. So we're going to do all of those first, Okay, so I'm going to do his head, and again use whatever bits and scraps of stuff that you have lying around. I have loads of bits of paper that I'm just going to use here just to get them used up. So I'm going to do the top bit, and just look at the shapes. You can just copy the shapes as I have here if you want, or come up with your own, doesn't matter. And again, they don't have to be perfect. Some of them, if you want to draw them out first, so you can draw them first and then you can cut them. Or some people are really good at freehanding, so they can just do it without having to draw, whatever suits you. Oops. So now I have his head. So you see on this one I have little bits, little marks of where I drew. So that just means that when you use this side then. So this is the side that's facing out, so you don't see all those little marks. Or you can rub those out as well. So now I'm going to do his wings. What colour for his wings? What about red? Yeah, do red. So I'm going to do 2 wings. So what I always do when I have to do 2 of something is I fold a piece of paper and I cut it. So cut it once, but you're actually cutting it twice. So I'm not going to bother drawing this one. I'm just going to freehand it. Oops. So I have 2 wings for him, okay? And then I'm going to do the feet. And if you see, all of these are kind of the same shape. It's all like a little bit like a closed-in shamrock, I think. What about some, what colour haven't we done? We do some pink. What about some pink feet? Do I have some pink that isn't all skewed up? Let's see. Oh, this is when you work with scraps, you end up with lots of bits. No, so let's see. No, I'm not going to use those ones. Let me see. That's better. Better scrap piece. Okay. So going to fold this one in half as well, so I can do 2 feet. Like this. And fold this one. Oops. So I'm going to do two feet, kind of similar to this one, just maybe a little bit longer this time. And I'm going to put more of an ankle on it as well. So on this one, whoops. Actually, I did 4 on the last one. I might just do 2 on this one. Whoops. Whoops. So I have this. He has 1 big toe out here. On this one, what I did was I kept 2 together, so I was able to put the yarn through to the end of it. So I might just do that as well. So I'm keeping these 2 together, and I'm going to do another one with this. Now what I could do is trace around this one. In fact, that's what I will do, keep them the same. I'm going to trace around this one, so then I end up with feet that look the same. Although everybody's feet looks a little bit different, don't they? Whoops. So cut out my other foot. Lovely. My chicken's feet. So I have kind of 4 feet, but I'm keeping them together. Okay. So we're going to do our little chicken first, and then we're going to do this separately because it takes a little bit of work. So I'm just going to get the chicken done first. So with this one, so I am using this paper. You can do, on my one, I did lots of dots and things on it. You could do that. You could do all different types of decorations on it if you wanted. It's up to you. So this one I'm going to give him, I forgot to do a beak, so I'm going to do a pink beak on him. Why not? So just going to cut a little beak shape out. With this one as well, I'm going to fold it. So there's my fold, and if I put glue on that, it might come off. So I'm just going to fold it again a little bit down. All I want to do is kind of give it a spine. So when I put glue on, I'll show you now. So when I put glue on, I see now I have a little spine on it because I have two little folds. Okay, so I'm going to make him now. So I have a little bit of glue on my beak. So I'm going to put the beak on here. Lovely. I have, as always, some googly eyes. So I'm going to put some googly eyes on him. Like that. Then I'm going to put his little tuft. I know there's a name for the hair. Let me see this way. But I don't know what it is. I'm going to place that on top. And his wings now. So I have his two wings. I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the edges of the wings and stick them down like that. Like that. So I have his wings on and his head thing on. With this one I am just going to do some circles again, but maybe I'll just do some black circles. You can do whatever designs you want on your one. Do a few up on his head as well. Never enough circles, so I put some little ones in as well. So I'd like to see what designs you come up with. Again, you might have patterned paper as well, so you could come up with something very different. So there is my chick so far. With his feet then, so I have his 2 feet like this. I am going to use some yarn. Do I have some? I do. I have some black from when we were doing the bees. So I'm going to cut a length of this. You don't need them very long. And I'm going to cut it in half, so then they're both the same size. And on the back of this, you can see it, I'm going to get a little bit of sellotape, like this, and I'm going to sellotape them on. So it doesn't really matter what width you put them. So just down some tape, and I always like to use my fingers and go in on the lines like that. So now I have like that, and now I'm going to put his feet on. So if I put glue all over one of them, so I glue all over that, and I put my yarn in. Again, if you don't have yarn, you can just use string, no problem. And I'm just placing this on top. So now my yarn is enclosed in here. Just give it a squeeze at the top. We do the same with the next one. So I'm going to put some glue on this side. Put my yarn in the middle. So all I'm doing is kind of sandwiching it in the middle. And put it on top. Like that. So now he has dangly legs. So you could go over it in marker if you wanted to as well, but I'm going to leave mine like this. So we have mommy or daddy or whoever done. So we have him done. So the next thing we're going to make, whoops, if you're just logging on guys, this is what we are making. So we have a chicken with his little chicks in a wee basket. So we're going to make the basket. The basket is a little bit difficult, but I know you can manage it because you are clever, clever, clever. So for the basket, I'm going to use, let's see, do I have more? blue? I'm sure I do. Come on, blue. Where are you, blue? I do. I have some scraps of blue there. That's going to work. Okay, so we're going to make a little basket out of this blue. So for this, you need 2 circles. You need one circle that's going to be bigger than the other. So I have a big circle like this one, and I'll have, yeah, those 2 sizes are good. So you need an inner circle and an outer circle. Okay, so in the middle of the paper, draw around the little one, and then I'm going to draw around the big one. Again, it doesn't have to be, you could do like that, just draw a little line and a little line just so you can see yourself where the middle is, but it doesn't have to be perfect. So now I have a circle within a circle, and I'm going to cut this out. So with my big scissors, I'm going to cut around the big circle, so all the way around, and it doesn't matter, this can be a very rough job. Like that. Now I'm going to cut little lines all the way around just to where my inner circle is. So you see where I'm going to, just to where the inner circle is. So cut all around in little strips. Now they don't have to be teeny tiny, but the smaller they are, the more circular shape you're going to get. If you do like big clunky ones, so you see the size of my ones, if I do like a big massive one like that, like this one, it just means that the corners or the edges are going to be more square. So just try and keep them a wee bit smaller. It's just handier. And all the way around until you have like this. And this would be nice actually as a sun, wouldn't it, if you just fluffed these up. Okay, so we're going to use that. You then need a second piece of the blue, and you need it to be big enough that it's going to wrap around your circle. So you want it to be the same size and a little bit bigger. So this is really good because there's an overlap that I can put glue on. You want it to be a little bit bigger than the small circle, because what you're going to do is you're going to put this on top. So you want it to be very, very similar. Okay? Now this one is a little bit too long or too high, so I'm going to cut this one in half actually. So I'm going to do this. Sorry if you can hear that, my mum is trying to phone me. My mum always phones me between 12 and half 12. Oh, mammy, mammy, mammy. Now, so I have my strip like this. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to fold up all these little edges, and they're going to kind of fold in on top of each other. Okay, and you'll get little edges like this as well, and that's okay. Just go all around, and they'll all overlap and things like that. So, and that's perfect, that's what you want. So it just means you have a little base to put things into on your basket. So you end up with this, okay? And just fluff it out just a little bit so you get it standing up like that, okay? Now I'm going to put glue all over the bottom of my strip. And this is where it gets a little bit tricky. Oh, I have this the wrong way around. Let me put, what do I have on this one? Yeah, I'll do this one. Sorry. This is what happens when you use scrap bits of paper. Oh no, isn't it all fun? So I'm going to put glue on this side, so then the other side is okay. I do have this on the top, but actually that's quite nice, isn't it? So now I am going to put this all around my circle. So what I'm doing is I am bringing this around all the time, and what happens is the little bits that you have fluffed up are going to stick to the edge. If you see there now, you see that? So I'm just going to use my finger inside here. You can see, let me see what way I do it. I'm using my finger inside here just to press the glue into the edges. so it starts sticking to the edges. Okay, so I might need to pull it just a wee bit tighter. Just fiddle around with it just for a wee minute just to get it go, but it will work, I promise you. I'm going to put a little bit of glue along the edge just to hold it in place like that. And all the little bits inside, if you can see now, are starting to stick to the wall. So I end up with a little round boxy thing like this, basket even. Okay, and actually the tape that was on this actually looks really pretty around it. So now I might just put a little bit of sellotape on the edge just to make doubly sure, because sometimes with glue, unless you're holding it for a wee while, it starts to unstick. So now I have a little basket made. So you could make those little baskets for lots of things. We're going to do a couple of different baskets, or another basket craft at some stage. So with this one now, this one we're going to stick on. So if you see this one here, it's going to be stuck onto my my chicken. But first, I think we could decorate this a little bit. Whoops. I think I'm going to get some stars for this one. So I have, so let's see, this is going to be the back, so this is going to be the front. So I'm just going to stick on little stars. So whatever stickers you have at home, you could add them to this. This is just what I'm doing. On the first one I did, I put flowers on it. You could do that too. Whatever tickles your fancy. You could also draw on it, or you could colour it in either. Whatever. Nice, we have a little basket. Okay, like that. I thought on this one, I have some crepe paper. If you have crepe paper or tissue paper or something. On this one, I have, it's like this little grassy stuff. So we've loads of that in the shop, but if you don't have that at home, you could just use a little bit of tissue paper, or even just any paper you have, and stick it down into it. I have, it's too early for Easter eggs, but I have some little Smarties in it, so I thought I would put some Smarties in this one. So if you have little sweets at home, oh dear, it fell. Oops. Oh, and a little yellow one. I'll put the little yellow one in. So you could, like that. Now, I shouldn't have put the sweets in until the end, because I think they're going to fall everywhere. So now, all I need to do is to attach my little basket to my chicken. So, I have my chicken here. Now, you can just use, let me see, let's put his legs out here. You can just use Pritt stick, just loads and loads of Pritt stick. I'm going to use a little bit of my glue gun. Just again, I want to do it fast, and also in the craft shop, things get handled lots because we like to show people lots of our crafts, and just we want to make sure that they completely stay together. So let's see how we're getting on. I'm just going to pull his legs a little bit there. It's our little chick. I'm going to bring this up just because it's high. Hi! So this is our little chick. Oh, I think that's gorgeous. And actually, the size of this is the size of an actual egg. I think you could put a little egg into it. Wouldn't that be kind of cool? So we have two different styles for you. So you could do a little one and put chicks into it, and you could do lots of different things on them. But I just thought these were a little bit cute, and very easy to do with lots of paper and glue and all of that. Now, so let's see, who do we have on? Karen is on. We have, I can't pronounce your name, I'm so sorry. Is it Malgoradza? Am I saying that right? Do let me know. Sharon is on. Says Jackie, this is a good page for Niamh. Yeah, Jackie, Niamh would love this page. Hello guys, we have Niamh is on as well. Niamh says I love chickens. I hope they don't have the chicken pox. Oh no, he kind of does look like he has the chicken pox. Oopsie. Well, he doesn't. He's perfectly fine, Neve. He's all right, I promise you. Okay, so guys, that's it for today. That's one of our Easter crafts. We're going to do a couple of different Easter crafts over the next week. Tomorrow we're going to do an Easter wreath. I think it'd be really nice to put up some decorations, I think, around the house as well, and things are maybe a little bit bigger as well. We're obviously going to do some bunnies. I have a lovely bunny craft with carrot. I really want to do it. So that's it, guys. Hope you have fun making little chickens. Do tell your friends about the craft challenge as well. So we're doing it Monday to Friday now, from 12 o'clock till about 12:30. So if you're watching on the repeat, you are welcome as well. And thanks to everybody who tuned in today. So take care, guys. See you tomorrow.